what's going on? And this is part 3 to, I forgot what I named it. I just know is what if Deku was Goku's son, and this is part 3 to it. So now let's begin. Well, before we say that, alright everybody, listen up. I wanted this to be a freaking Goku, no, not Goku, I mean Deku X, probably Ashido, but I was thinking about doing it on another one. So on this one, it's going to be a Deku X Momo, and for the ship fans out there who don't like that one, I'm sorry, and for the ones who do, well, right on. And let's see, after that, I wanted to say Goku has never had a hero license. Technically, he's an alien, and they were the Hero Society was informed that he was an alien, but he hasn't. But he's been living there for a long time, and just because they just granted him access. Yeah, Goku's really straight up that way. Let's see, Vegeta is a god. That's as far as I remember. All Might. Oh yeah, we're gonna see Vegeta. All right, I just don't know when. So it's Goku. I mean, All Might. Yeah, All Might is as strong as a Super Saiyan 3, but he's not going to have that injury as badly, so he could turn it on and off whenever at will. But it's just the fact that, what's called a couple of like good hits to the freaking scar. Like, how would I say this? If you didn't have this, it's close enough to not even phase it. But if he goes like all the way using his power like so freaking much, like if he used it all the way and burned, he'll like, if he burned up all of his energy, yeah, if he used up all of his energy or something like that, to the point where he's going even above that limit, yeah, it's probably gonna like deactivate. Still gonna be, it's nothing bad. It's just like he's like vulnerable in that state for what, a good day or so. So yeah. And when I mean like going all the way, I mean like fighting the normal and fighting All For One at the same time. And fighting a couple of more heroes. Yeah. So he's probably as strong as, I really don't know, but he's stronger than Super Saiyan 3. So yeah, he can handle a lot of fight. He can handle a lot of fights. So that means all the villains, like the ones that All Might fought, are much more stronger. And yeah, so here we go. How we're gonna do this is Deku trained with Goku for what? Let's see. Oh yeah, before I even go beyond that, I said the name is Goken because there was 3 suggestions I made, and each one I did 100 flips on. So if it was heads, then that would count in. If it would land in mostly tails, that means that one was out. And I kept doing it to the point where it was up to 2 options. It was either Gohan or Goken. My option lost. So it was Goken, so Goken it is. Alright? So whoever named Goken, not the one with the 2 Ks, I mean the one with the 1 K. The one with the 1 K, you know what, you rock. Alright? I'm not giving you any goodies. Good enough for me. Anyway, so Goken has to, what was it? Goken was training with Goku, and he does study, but because of freaking Inko not like pushing him like Chi-Chi did, he becomes much more academically like smarter, like even smarter than Mineta, and Mineta's like super smart. Oh, and by the way, Mineta's gonna be like like let's say up to 4 feet, 4'4", and he's gonna have regular hair. It's not gonna be all spiked out, but it's not going to be all like straight down. It's going. I'll show you guys. Don't worry. It's going to be like I don't really know, but I just know it's not going to be freaking grapes as hair. His hair will turn into grapes, and he will bleed as a result of him like doing that. But I wanted it to have like I wanted Goken to be. I wanted Deku to have like that kind of dynamic, like you see with fucking Krillin and Goku. So something like that. Now anyway, Goken trains with Goku, and he's strong enough to go up to Super Saiyan 1, probably grade 1, like if he pushes up to the limits. So yeah. And everybody in My Hero Academia is like probably stronger than regular humans because of their quirks actually giving them power in ways. So like the ones with Bakugo, he's probably strong enough to handle what? Let's say Super Saiyan 1, probably hold him off for a good couple of minutes, and that's probably it. But remember, you have to remember this, guys. Even though Deku can become Super Saiyan, it doesn't mean he's automatically up to the 1 million mark. All right? Because here's the thing: it's only a multiplier. It's like that. So if you have 1,000 and you multiply it up to like 100 times, now you have 1,000, 20,000. So it's like that. Alright? So, yeah. Alright, anyway. So he probably has up to his base level, let's say it's a good 3,000. Alright, a good 3,000. And remember, Goku banged Inko when he had Super Saiyan 2. Which means by default, Goken is much more stronger than Goten in the original anime. Just saying, you know. Anyway, so what's called Goken tries to find a job. Even though, let's say he's up to 13 years old, since he's already done with a lot of training and he just wanted to do something else. And this is Teen Goken, not Teen Gohan, where he was like freaking 9, but then they have to like make it like plausible for the anime. That always like grind my gears. Anyway, so let's see. He trains with her. Oh wait, no. He tries to find a job, and Goku does too because he wants to provide for the family. Although even though they're probably like comfy, he probably wants to make some more and just like do something. So he takes up farming and deliveries and probably also bodyguard jobs. And Inko made him like some special ones where like his gi, instead of freaking black, instead of like orange, it's black. Let's see. Just imagine like a t-shirt that looks like it has like a suit on it and it has like the tie, but it's just like paint. or whatever is like on shirts. It's kind of like the same thing with Goku. Instead, it's his like regular gi, but it's just colored black. All right. Now, anyway, so go, Goken goes and becomes a freaking bodyguard because he's strong enough and he's like academically smart. So he's not like a freaking. He's more like the rookie. Who has to be at least shown the ropes a couple of times. And they say, oh, well, we actually know, we know that that your father is friends with Bulma, which she's actually, she's used the Dragon Balls a couple of times already to make herself younger. And she doesn't have a kid. Yeah, that's actually super surprising to everybody now. She doesn't actually have. Well, wait a minute. She can technically have a kid. But man, Bulma's freaking children were awesome back then. You know what? No, actually no. He already died because he never actually met Goku or Bulma. And Bulma never actually got the Dragon Balls until later on in life. Yeah, so it wouldn't count. Let's just say sometimes she dates men, but if she finds them too much jerks, then yeah, she just lets them go. So yeah, she's basically a cougar slash good, what's called slash hard worker. And those two sound good. Never mind. You know. You know. Anyway, so what happens is this: Goken goes to the Yaoyorozus because the Yaoyorozus needed help, and Bulma knows about Goken. And she decides, hey, why not use the kid? It has Goku's DNA in it. What could go wrong? And Goken, let's just call him Deku for now. Deku tells Bulma, what happened? What is it, Auntie? Which, yeah, sometimes she calls her Auntie. Auntie, whatever. Auntie Bulma. He asks him what happened, and Bulma says, "Well, I found a place where they can use like your super strength and your other powers, and they decided to go with the Yaoyorozus." And alright, give me a second. Anyway, I still have enough time. Deku says, alright, he gets the coordinates on this watch, which Bulma gave him. You know? It's like a GPS tracker, which he can use to check where he has to go to, and the coordinates help him out. Yeah, this is pretty good. So now Deku just goes to the Yaoyorozu estate, but he doesn't remember. He remembers her, but you know, it's kind of hard at times. Which, by the way, he has green and black hair. So he has like jet black hair and then like green, and it's a little bit much more lighter. So it's kind of a cool. It's like that black and green, like those black and green cars, which is like the coloring is so freaking beautiful. Think of it as like a monster but it's a bit more like darker. The logo's a little bit more darker, and there you have it. That's Deku's hair. Anyway, he goes to the place and he knocks on the door, and a couple of bodyguards, tell him, "Hey, this isn't a place for kids. If you want to if you want to make a meeting, you gotta call the, he something like that, you know." And Deku says, "Well, I'm here to do my job." And they were thinking to themselves, "Wait a minute, a 13-year-old kid is gonna do a job as a bodyguard?" Some of them do laugh, and Deku doesn't really. It's not that he doesn't care, but he just doesn't know. He doesn't know why it's something that's like funny. He's kind of like that. But they grab him, and Deku says, "Can you let go of me?" And they say, "No, you're coming with us." And then Deku says, "Look, I don't want to hurt you guys." And they start laughing again. They're laughing at the person who literally killed Cell and kind of beat Majin Buu in a way. Yeah, you're laughing at that dude. Ain't that a shame? And he just literally like crouches down, and then he jumps up with such speed that they gripped onto him. They still had him, but he was so fast that they went up a couple of like meters, and they technically slipped off of him because he went too fast. And two of them fell down. And once Goken like went back down, the door opened, and Mr. Yaoyorozu came to say hello. You must be the bodyguard Momo told us about. He says, come in. So he comes in, and Deku sees like this big, like he saw the house, he saw the mansion, but he is inside the mansion, and he's thinking, wow, this must have cost a lot of money. And Goku, but even so, Deku has Goku's personality, so he's much more like inclined to do funnier stuff. He's a little bit more pure. So he grabs onto a mask and he wears it. And he's like, "Oh, look at me! I'm a bull." And Mr. Yaoyorozu just like goes around and saying, Deku, please don't touch my stuff. I mean, look at it. This stuff costs a fortune. We wouldn't want you to break it." And then Goken got serious and like, "Okay, so now is there anything you want me to do, sir?" And Goken, okay, so not Deku, Mr. Yaoyorozu says, "Oh, why, yes, there is. I wanted you to take care of, at least to protect our daughter. Her name is Momo Yaoyorozu." And just hearing those words, he's reminded of bits and pieces of the past, where he saw what's her name? Where he saw Momo, and he has a good memory from at least mathematically, like, since he's smart and all, he knows who Momo is. And he's all like, "Oh, I met Momo once." And he's like, "Oh, did you go to school with her or something?" And he said, "No, I met her at a playground once when I was at least 5 or 6. I don't know how old Deku was when he met her, so you know what? I don't care. And Mr. Yaoyorozu says, "Oh, well, this makes it much more easier." And he's all, Deku's all like, "Can I see her?" And he says, "Yes." He's up to the top floor, and Deku just like, "Oh, don't worry, I have a way. I know how to sense track her." And Deku uses Ultra Instinct. Not Ultra Instinct. He knows of freaking. He knows of instant transmission. Even though Momo's like freaking energy is faint, he can sense all life forms. I guess because of Inko's side. Because he could sense like bits and pieces. Like he can even sense an ant's energy force or ki. Even though it's super small, he could still detect it. And since he knew what, since he met Momo before, since he met Momo before, he knows what her ki is like. And Momo is taking a bath. Deku instant transmissions there. And Deku's all like, "Oh, hello." And, you know, Momo yells, "Ah!" Mr. Yaoyorozu's all like, oh, jeez, wow. Okay, yeah, I should've. You know what, this is my fault, honey. Don't, I forgot to tell him. She was taking a bath. Momo is what's called throwing freaking what's called rocks at him, which is because of her quirk. She's just throwing rocks all over like freaking trying to hit Deku, but Deku's just catching them all and just freaking like placing them down the ground because he knows he doesn't want to break nothing since you know, the whole helmet situation. So Deku's all like, "Hello, my name is Goken, and I'm going to be your bodyguard." But he has his eyes closed, so he's all like, Momo's all like, "You're my bodyguard?" And she's all like, "You pervert! You shouldn't have looked at me then." And Goken's all like, I didn't mean to. I just sensed your life force, and I just did my instant transmission." And Momo's all like, "Oh, instant what? My ass." She's still innocent. She's a cinnamon bun. But right now she's kind of like scared / paranoid / mad / creeped out / confused / very confused. You know, all that emotions. She's kind of like, yeah, she's kind of like that right now. Goken's all like, "Momo, what's called? Don't you remember me?" And Momo's all like, "Remember you? I don't know. We haven't met before, have we?" And Deku, says, "Have you remember the time that you went to a park and there was this blonde kid that kept picking on you? But then a kid with green and black hair saved you." And Deku only had to say that, and she remembered him completely. And then she touches her lips and like, "Oh, wow." And she gets kind of like a little bit more flustered. She stopped throwing the rocks, but she's like thinking to herself, "Well, he did kiss me." It's like, I guess seeing me naked isn't like super bad, since it's like we know each other, at least to that point. But then she's all like, but he did come here unannounced, so it's like, she has mixed feelings about this. And Deku says, I wanted to say, I hope you had a good life back then. I had a good life too, but I did kind of miss you because we had such a good time back then. Or at least the time we had. Almost kind of smiling, telling Deku, yeah, I did too. And Deku says, yeah, so anyway, I'm your bodyguard. And Momo's all like, my bodyguard? Oh yeah, you did tell me that. Well, I guess since it's you, I could say yes to it. And Deku's like happy, and he's kind of like charging his ki up a bit. And she could see how, what's called, his ki. And she's like amazed on like the colors. Because Deku's is like greenish, blackish, also whitish, and kind of bluish. He has some weird like kind of ki. It's like his ki is much more like colorful, like a rainbow. And this is not Gay-Han. It's Goken. Goken. Gay-Han. I gotta remember that. Anyway. So, Momo and him talk after she gets dressed up and all. And they talk for a while. They, talked about like what they did. And Goken explains to her why he's working. And Momo's like fascinated with a lot of this because it's been a while since she's talked to him. Well, technically it's been like years. But anyway, they talk and she's kind of like, this is nice, and she wants to keep at it still. She wants to keep at it still. So she invites him to dinner. Well, before that, Mr. Yaoyorozu says, yes, dear. Sorry, sorry, daughter, or sorry, my dear. I actually forgot that you were taking a shower. And she's like, oh, it's okay, Daddy. Would she say Daddy, or would she just say Dad? I think she would say Daddy. I think it's kind of like that with her. But she's all like, no. But Momo's all like, anyway, did you see me, like, all the way? And Deku's like, he's like, He doesn't know what to say. He's like, yes, he did see. Well, it wasn't like, he wasn't taking a good, like, he didn't have his binoculars on, or he didn't have his monocle, or whatever that those glasses are to see in the opera. He didn't have that, so it's like, okay. And Deku, without thinking, he just goes up to her and just gives her a kiss again. And Momo's becoming blushy. She's blushy. And she's all like, Deku, why'd you do that? And Deku says, yeah, I know I shouldn't have done that, but it's like, it's you and you're pretty, and I couldn't really much resist. He just says like, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to like get you mad. But she's not mad at all. She's super happy right now. But before any of that happens, Goken Goken becomes hold on, give me a second. he just senses Deku. He senses Goku was called charging up, just like doing all his his freaking like muscle workouts and training, and like punching in the air. And I think that's where we're gonna leave it off right now. All right. You know what? No. The story must go on. So Deku and her talk a lot more, and she laughs at a lot of the stuff that he talks about, and he's really happy what Momo's been doing, which is pretty much stuff that we never actually know. But he does what's called say he missed her, and it makes Momo it makes her feel happy when he said that, you know. So anyway, Deku just goes and talks with her, and they went to outside, and then you see like the two people who were trying to handle Deku, and they're like, you know what? I'm gonna call on a lunch break. You want to join me, Phil or Rob or whatever kind of freaking bodyguard names are? They're like, yeah, totally. And Deku is since he knows that he's supposed to go get out, or he's done for the day, he they're like 3 stories down, and they're outside. So he picks her up bridal style. Momo says, "What are you doing?" And she's like red now. She's like Hinata red. Hinata red. And he just flies up, and she's all like, "Wait, you can actually fly?" And Deku says, "Yeah, I can do a lot more things, but I just wanted to fly here because I didn't want you to walk anymore." And he puts her on the balcony, or wherever it is. He says, "Good night, Momo." And he just kisses her again, and she's like blushy. She's super red now. She's like, she can't handle all the stress or all the happiness. And you know what? She gives her a kiss. And that's pretty much it. Alright? We're gonna go and I'm probably gonna do another one later on. So you know what? Like, comment, subscribe, and you know what? Tell me how you felt about it. How you feel about it. And alright, bye.